line drive kick will be recovered by Nathaniel Paul Swinson. He will run the return back. A good return here. He's still going up across the 40-yard line all the way to the 42. So a good start. Great starting field position for the Eagles for their first offensive drive.
He made a very good play breaking tackles and forcing his way upfield.
One more thing as well, the line drive kick really allowed him to scoop that up and run further than he would have had the kick been further down the field. But a really nice job by Nathaniel Paul Swinson to pick up the ball and just run with it.
Starting quarterback tonight for the Eagles is Braden Palazzo.
Freshman quarterback, his first year, and he's the starting quarterback of the varsity team. Eagles line up in I formation.
Chase Green, the running back.
Palazzo will hand the ball off to Green, runs along the left side, does not get much as the pile pushes him back. It is a gain of about a half a yard, and it will set up second down and 9.5.
Palazzo coming to the sideline. Palazzo comes out of the game. Oh, coming back in.
Just getting the play there from the coach as we get set for second down and long. Second down and 9. They did give him a yard on that last play for forward progress. Student section starting to fill in here at John McDonough Stadium. Eagles have a 3-receiver set, 2 to the right and 1 to the left. Second down and 9. Santino Sanchez in motion. He's going to hand it off to Chase Green, and again he's bottled up. A loss of 3 on the play. It will set up third down and 12. So a tough loss there for the Eagles.
Setting up a third down long.
Noah Ongst heads off onto the sideline for a substitution. Eagles set up at their own 39-yard line for third down and 12. Chase Green is in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. Palazzo takes the snap from the gun, he's going to throw to the right side. That's caught by Santino Sanchez. He's got some running room and he's got a first down. Gain of 13 for Santino Sanchez. He had the amazing one-handed grab here a couple weeks back. This on an out route picks up 13 yards and moves the chains for McDonough.
Yeah, that was a smart play. They said a quick pass, not trying to force anything, and it worked out.
That's exactly right. Worked out almost perfectly for the Eagles. They keep this drive moving. We'll see where the referees spot him. It's taking them some time to move the chains. Looks like some miscommunication amongst the refs here. Now they will scramble to move the chains. It's first down for McDonough.
4 receivers on the field, 2 to the left and 2 to the right. Motion.
Santino Sanchez once again motions to the right. Palazzo's going to throw. It's knocked down at the line of scrimmage by number 7 of the defense. He got in there in a hurry. Brings up second and 10. Great play there by the front 7 of Archbishop Carroll just to crash through the offensive line, disrupt that play before anything could even get started.
The offensive line hasn't looked too sharp with some of the run plays. Let's see if it works out in this next one.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Colin. They have been stifled so far on the ground. Second down and 10. They'll pitch it outside to Green, and their whistles blow. That was a big hole as well for Green, but there is a flag down. And this is going to be a false start against the offense. It'll be a 5-yard penalty, replay second down.
Setting up a second down, 15 yards to go. Student section still not getting into it just yet.
They got the drums down there. USA theme night tonight at John McDonough Stadium. So you can see the red, white, and blue down in the student section. As they move the Eagles to their own 49-yard line, just 1 yard short of midfield for what will be second down and 15. First down set up at the 36 on the Lions side of the field.
There's a 3-receiver set with the running back. Let's see what they do. Probably passing play.
From the shotgun, Palazzo gonna loft this one to the left side.
Oh.
It is pulled in. What a catch by! Oh, they rule him out of bounds.
That was caught. That
looked like he might have dragged his foot down, but they rule it out of bounds. Great catch, however, along the sideline, but just shoved out of bounds. Good play there by the defender. Third down and long. So here we go. Eagles need 15 on third down. They were able to pick up a conversion on third down and 12 on their last drive, but this one is 3 yards tougher.
get to around the 36-yard line.
This time 3 receivers bunched to the right. Palazzo in the shotgun. Chase Green will motion to the right as a receiver. Palazzo will, under pressure immediately, gets it out. Gain of about 4 for Caden Harris, but he's swallowed up almost immediately, and it will be 4th down. Here comes the punt team.
Let's see if McDonough can pin one deep.
That's exactly right. We'll see what Peter Kokinis, the senior punter, can do. Number 16, there's 1 return man back for the Lions. Lining a bunch of guys up on the line in hopes of blocking this kick. There's the snap. Kokinis is able to get the punt off just barely.
Oh,
and it will take a Lions bounce, and the Eagles, number 7, Brandon, I beg your pardon, number 7, Noah Ongst, downs it at the 27-ish, 28-yard line. It will be the Lions' drive coming up as their offense steps down to the field for their first possession.
Let's see how the McDonough defense can hold up in the first drive.
Those are going to be the 2 keys to victory tonight for the Eagles. Run the ball well and play good defense.
Especially red zone defense.
That is exactly right. Bend but don't break mentality. You hear that a lot in football. A lot of motion on the line here for the Lions.
2 running backs in the backfield, 2 receivers on the left and 1 in the right. Scratch that, tight end.
1st and 10, quarterback really dropped his mouth guard there, but he puts it back in his mouth. 1st down and 10, will take the snap.
Run play.
Hands it off to number 32, the running back. He makes a cut move at the middle, and he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Noah Ongst is there for the stop and a big defensive play for the Eagles.
The Eagles D-line really got through, and they had a lot of penetration.
They did a really good job on that. They had 3 guys surrounding the ball carrier in that play, so not a lot of room for him to go whatsoever. They mark it as a loss of 1. And there's a timeout called here, and you can see the emotion from the Eagles players. Student section getting into it. It's getting exciting.
That's right, Jackson.
Looks like a timeout was called here by Archbishop Carroll. Ball is marked at about the 27-yard line. 1st down is at the Lions 38, so they have 11 yards to go to the line to gain.
Going into a formation and see what they have planned.
We'll see what the Eagles decide to do here on defense, whether they decide to blitz or just rush 4.
They have 1 safety deep.
2nd down and 11. Once again, 2 running backs in the backfield. This quarterback, number 4, takes the snap, hands it to the right side. A good first broken tackle, but eventually just a gain of 2 as he's tackled quickly by Demetrius Smith. So once again, good run defense by the Eagles. Sets up 3rd down and about 9.
Mason Robinson there, number 51, had really good penetration, got into the backfield really quick, forcing the running back to bounce to the right side.
Yeah, he did a really good job disrupting the runner, making sure he didn't have much room to go untouched as he was wrapped up, had to break a tackle behind the line of scrimmage, was able to work his way for a couple of yards. 3rd down and 9.
4 receiver set, first play with not 2 running backs in the backfield. Let's see what they have planned.
We'll see if the McDonough defense can make a stand. On 3rd down and 9, the Eagles rush 3. On the dump-off pass, he's going to have tons of green grass as number 32 runs out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. That will be a 1st down for the Lions. So the Eagles convert on a 3rd and long on their first drive. The Lions answer right back with one of their own.
One thing I've noticed so far in this game is that there's been a lot of running and there's been a lot of short screen passes. So we have to see what team can figure that out first.
So that's exactly right, Colin. We saw it from the Eagles on that 3rd and long, a little out route, and there you see it just on a little check down, but it works for the Lions nonetheless.
Again, another 4 receiver package for the Lions.
1st and 10. Once again, the Eagles rush 3. They'll hand it off, and a big hit there. Gain of about 3. Tackled relatively quickly as that's Anthony Redfern, I beg your pardon, there on the stop.
John defense is playing pretty well so far, just that one play that they allowed the check down.
They've looked good against the run so far, really holding the Lions offense in check, not letting number 32, the running back, to get much open area to run with it.
The Eagles are only playing 3D linemen, so let's see how.
Yeah, the last couple of plays, they've only rushed 3. Here we go, 2nd down and 7. Number 4 takes a step, under pressure, hit and sucked back at the 41-yard line. The Eagles defense, it's Noah Ongst again who breaks through the line of scrimmage.
He's been playing really well so far. He has a couple tackles, now sack.
That is his 2nd tackle for loss of the game.
Still around like a 3rd and 10 for the Lions.
Loss of about 3 on the play. Eagles defense making some big plays in the backfield so far on this drive. We'll see if they can hold them on this 3rd down.
Again, the Lions have been running a lot of 4
Making a last-minute substitution. Number 2 comes in as the running back alongside number 4.
Looks like a blitz.
Pointing out the defense. Look, you're right, Con. Looks like they're going to bring the house. They do rush
there.
5. Under pressure.
59.
Hit it, he throws. Incomplete. Nearly
really
picked. The Eagles defense makes the stop. Pressure was applied really quickly by number 58, Elijah Crawford.
Yeah, he waited.
It is 4th down.
Yeah, he waited for everyone to get their O-linemen to get the blocks, and then he came in late and got to the quarterback.
A great job there by the Eagles defense.
Our 14, Michael Tan, is the return man. See if we can get a good return here.
Last return for the Eagles was a good one on the opening kickoff. They brought it up past the 40-yard line. We'll see if they can do the same on this punt. As the snap is low, but it's recovered and kicked down the field.
Just let it go.
Let it bounce.
Good
it takes
bounce
an Eagles bounce, and it's down at about the 31. Looked like the Eagles may have touched the ball on that, but they rule it as a clean kick and no fumble.
Eagles offense coming back on the field. Let's see if they can put a drive together here.
They showed some shades of what their offense can do in the last possession. They got a big 1st down on a 3rd and 12. Penalty did eventually set them back on what would have been a nice run.
3 receivers to the right side.
Here's 1st down and 10. Palazzo fakes the handoff, throws right side. There's Sanchez again. He's had a couple catches, makes a move, jukes a man, picks up about 5 on another short pass. Like you said, Colin, we've seen a lot of those so far in this one.
Yep, it's whatever team can figure out how to stop those, then it's probably the key to victories that we've noticed so far.
They spot the ball at the 37. The Eagles will come to the line for 2nd down and 5. So that's exactly what you want to do on 1st down. Gain some positive yardage.
They're going 4 receivers to the left.
It's easier to convert the 1st down. 4 receiver right, all to the left here is Palazzo. Another quick pass to Santino. It's bounced up in the air, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, that was a really close play for the Eagles.
The incomplete pass actually works out for the benefit there for McDonough. He would have been destroyed behind the line of scrimmage had he made that catch.
And he also would have lost like 5 yards. It was really close. After he bobbled it, one of their Lions players almost got the pick. And there's no one near him, so it could have been a pick 6. So lucky break for the Eagles.
Absolutely. It will be 3rd down and 5.
Third and 5 here for the Eagles.
Here we go. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Once again, Tino Sanchez in motion. Palazzo's going to hand the ball off, and Green does not have any room to run.
Only gained about 1 yard.
Gain of a yard, and it'll be 4th down and 4. Here comes the punt team once again.
Yeah, the Lions, they're able to limit the short pass, as you saw with the almost interception, and they blocked the run, which is, again, our keys to the game.
Yeah, they definitely did a good job on there containing the Eagles' offense, especially after the first play, which was positive yardage for McDonough. They just couldn't get much going after that. So once again, Peter Kokinis will come on to punt the ball away. Gets the snap, gets the ball away. There's a good punt there. Will be caught at the 29. He will try to bring it back, and he's wrapped up from behind at the 33 and brought down.
That was Caden Harris with the tackle. The Eagles did a good job getting down the field and limiting the yardage.
So both teams so far kind of going back and forth with field position. Seems like they're both starting at about the same place every single possession, as once again the Lions will start at around the 34.
4:23 left in the first half. Let's see if they can put a drive together, and if the Eagles defense can stop them.
This is a big drive for the Eagles defense. As we all know, you want to score first, and they haven't been able to do that on offense, so maybe they'll get a lucky break and get a defensive score. We'll find out here. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Looks like a false start. Definitely was, as number 8 jumped early.
Number 8 looked like he jumped on the right side.
Absolutely, it'll be a 5-yard penalty, and it will be 1st down and 15 for the Lions. And now that you can't do that chance erupting in the student section.
Student section really started to boom.
As is custom when the other team commits a penalty. 2nd down, oh sorry, beg your pardon, 1st down and 15 as they replay the down after the false start.
Looking like they're going with the same formation as their 1st down play.
They are indeed. 2 running backs in the I formation.
Looked like false start again. Yeah.
5-yard penalty once again on the Lions. It'll be 1st down and 20 now.
Looks like the left tackle made that false start. See if the Lions can figure it out.
So 1st and 20 immediately doubles the amount of yards they have to go for a 1st down. 1st down set at the 44. Ball is at the 24.
Student section really getting hyped.
They are indeed. You can see it's filled up pretty well, too. A lot of people there now, and a lot of people as well here at John McDonough Stadium. As you mentioned, not a cloud in the sky tonight. 1st and 20. Number 4 take the snap. Eagles rush 4.
Number 9
goes over the middle and incomplete. Big hit, though. There's no flag.
Eagles are hyped on defense.
That was a good play. Threw it into some traffic, and the Eagles did a nice job defending the pass.
Yep.
So 2nd down and 20 now, and you have to imagine this would be really good for the field position if they could get a stop. A punt from here would probably set the Eagles up at about midfield.
Yeah.
I know I am thinking a little bit ahead of myself, but
it's really been a game of field position so far. Let's see what the Lions have dialed up for this play.
The Eagles only have 3 defensive linemen set up on the line of scrimmage.
They're running 2 safeties. They've been usually running 1 the whole night, so let's.
Yeah, that is the first time we've seen 2 safeties in the field for at least one of the first times for McDonough. Quarterback takes the snap. Eagles
Short
rush
pass.
3. Pass to the left is complete. Makes
Nice
a man
move.
miss. A nice play.
Oh.
Tackle from behind. It'll be a gain of 11. And it'll be 3rd down and 9 here for the Lions. So a big 3rd down here for both teams. Can the Eagles get off the field with a 3 and out?
Number 6 looked like who caught the ball on that play looks like he got injured. He got like horse collared from behind, but no flag. Hope he's doing okay.
So here is 3rd and 9, a big play for the Eagles defense. Can they force a 3 and out on this Lions possession? Once again, 2 safeties in the secondary. Eagles line 4 defenders on the line of scrimmage.
Let's see if they try that blitz again. Nope.
They rush 4.
Drops back.
Pass to the left. Coming back to
short.
make the catch. Only a gain of 4. It will be 4th down for Archbishop Carroll, and the punt team will come onto the field.
Michael Tan back there as a return man. See if we can get a good return.
So
Student
Tan
section really getting into it.
They are indeed. Tan set up about at the 25 to return this punt.
Oh, bad snap.
Is high.
Oh, block.
Chance for a block.
Oh.
They may have gotten a piece of it, but it's a short kick. Looks like they might have distracted the punter.
And really good.
Bounced off the Eagles, at least it seems. And now they touch it. There's confusion on the field. We'll see what they call.
It was a high snap, so the Eagles are.
But excellent starting field position for the Eagles. They get the ball at the Lions' 45-yard line.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it was a really short punt. The snap was high. The snap was high, and the Eagles it was really high, so the punter had to jump up. So that made it easier for the rushers to get to him.
The Eagles crashed through. It looked like Noah Onks got back there, at least distracted the punter. Didn't block it, but definitely got it in his face and made it harder to kick the ball down the field. So 1st and 10 for McDonough.
Noah's really been
At
an
the
impact
45, they
player.
have a new quarterback on the field. Santino Sanchez steps in under center.
It's like a little bit of wildcat.
And he's going to hand the ball off to
Triple
Or
option.
he keeps it himself, I beg your pardon, and he loses 3. So a good job by the Lions to converge and pick up the read option, as that was what the Eagles ran, but Santino Sanchez just didn't have anything in front of him. It will be 2nd down and 13 as Palazzo comes back onto the field as the quarterback.
Noah Onks has really been an impact player so far. He's made a lot of tackles. He's there on the blocked punt, and he's had a sack too.
He's had a couple really big plays in this game, trying to swing the momentum in the Eagles' favor. We hope they can get some points on the board on this drive with the excellent field position. Palazzo, quick pass. It's Sanchez again. He spins away from a tackler, trying to cut back to the inside. He's going to eventually be tackled down. Gains 3. It will be 3rd down and 10 now at the 45, right back where they started from on this possession.
Yeah, it looks like Brandon Palazzo and Santino Sanchez have a really good connection so far in the game.
He's been targeted already multiple times.
Seems like the coaches also have confidence in him to run him in read options.
Absolutely, he had that, like I mentioned earlier, the tremendous one-handed catch last game here at John McDonough Stadium. Ran it down for about 50 yards, just was short of a touchdown, but a tremendous catch nonetheless. 1:20 remaining in the first quarter. McDonough has 3rd and 10.
Yep.
Lions rushing 4 on this play as they disguise the coverage. Palazzo's going to step up, hit, and sacked. There is a flag down. Loss of 2. We'll see what the penalty is here.
This penalty could be huge for McDonough. Let's see what it is.
And it will go. We'll see what the referee's discussing.
Looks like it's. They can't make it up. See.
And it's pass interference on the defense. So I think
That's
that
a
will
new
make it a first down, yeah.
That's huge because the Eagles, that was a 3rd down and they weren't in field goal range.
That is an interesting call. Typically that would be a holding penalty. And I think that's what they're arguing about here is.
Refs still discussing.
And they make the same call after a discussion.
It's a consensus that it's on the Lions, but they just don't know what the call is right now.
So the Eagles will get a big break on that one. It's an automatic first down, moves the chain, so that puts them up into field goal range at least at the 34.
Yep.
Now McDonough all of a sudden is in business, but you do need some positive yardage plays in order to get into the end zone. Timeout is called here by the Lions. We'll be back after the timeout. Scoreless at John McDonough Stadium.
You set it down to the Eagles. They're at the 34-yard line. Let's see if they can get some points out of this drive and the penalty call.
So here come the Lions defense onto the field. Eagles really hoping to get points, score first. The defense has played phenomenally.
Got 2 running backs in the backfield, 2 receivers, and 1:05 left in the first quarter.
I formation, Palazzo under center. And
looks like
the
false
Lions
start.
jumped. It's going to be offsides against the defense. So a 5-yard penalty sets up 1st and 5.
Yeah, the Lions, the penalties have really killed them so far in this game. Like, they had that first down on the hold or pass interference, and they've had a couple false starts. And
certainly hasn't helped. We'll see if the Eagles can find a way to capitalize on those penalties. They have not been able to yet. 1st and 5.
Toss to the left
Pitch
side.
outside. There's Green. He has a hole. Green inside the 25, down to the 23. 1st down for the Eagles. Moves the chains.
Eagles are starting to get some momentum.
And they're right next to the red zone. We'll see if they can get into the red zone and then eventually punch the ball in for a touchdown.
Time's ticking down in the first quarter.
Only 45 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Yep. Down the sideline is very happy.
Yeah, you can see the emotion from these players. Clearly they want this win. It's been a tough couple of last games for them, as their last win was here at the end of the summer, at the end of August against Mount Zion Prep. Last minute substitution as Eric Pearl runs
slips when he's going onto the field.
I formation. Palazzo
play?
another pitch, and they run the reverse to Santino Sanchez, and he's got some room to run. Makes a man miss. Santino down to the 17-yard line. So it's some trickery there from the Eagles offense.
Yeah, Santino Sanchez has really been the guy.
Pick up a 5, and he's been all over the field so far. Some catches. He was under center as quarterback for a play, and now they run the reverse, so that brings us to the end of the first quarter at John McDonough Stadium. The Eagles have something cooking on this drive. It'll be 2nd down and 5 inside the red zone. We'll be back in a bit with quarter number 2. The 2 teams will switch sides for the start of the second quarter. McDonough is in the red zone. It is 2nd down and 5.
Yep, ball at the 17-yard line. So, not counting a missed kick, there should be a really good opportunity for points for the Eagles.
Absolutely. Is from the 17, I formation once again. And
Play
they're
action.
Fake the handoff. Palazzo
Number
has
12
going to
is
throw
right
to the
open.
end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Jefferson Exenor. And the Eagles strike first at home. Palazzo on the run, connects to the receiver, Exenor in the end zone, and the Eagles put up 6 and take the lead.
One thing I've noticed so far in this game is Palazzo's been really accurate. He hasn't missed like barely any passes, and that was a dime right there.
That pass was on the money to Exenor. Here's the extra point try from Sam Arball. Peter Kokinis, the holder. Flag down.
Student section's really
That's
getting into it
offsides
after that
against
touchdown.
the defense, so we'll move Eagles half the distance to the goal here, so have to assume they'll just kick the extra point again. So from the 9 now, so it goes from a 20-yard attempt to a 19-yard attempt for Sam Arball. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good. So our ball knocks it through. The Eagles, after a fantastic drive, methodically down, they move down the field and they strike first at home. It is 7-0 McDonough.
That drive really came together once that penalty call was called, like the holding. Because the Eagles, that was the third down. That could have been just like a punt or like a really long field goal, and luck turned their way. The student section's really getting into it.
They did catch a break on that drive, but fortunately for the Eagles, they're able to get the most out of that possession. They put 6 and then add 1 more on the board. So 7-0 McDonough. They'll kick it away now. 2 return men back for the Lions. As we get set for the second quarter, the first play of the second quarter goes for a touchdown. So how about that start for the second quarter for McDonough? You can see the sidelines all pumped up, as is the student section. And Finn Alexander will kick the ball away.
Jamar Ebron, one of the return men.
Finn Alexander, a junior kicker, his first year kicking for the Eagles. That is a booming kick, and it's muffed, and the ball goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line.
The Lions caught a lucky break right there.
So the Eagles, they catch a break, and it will be not great starting field position here for the Lions on this drive.
Yeah, the Lions really caught a break. Once the ball popped out of his hands, there's an Eagle right there to scoop it up. But luckily it went out of bounds for the Lions.
Yeah, they rule the ball went out of bounds. The ball will be placed at the 8-yard line. So still nonetheless, they start inside of their own 10. Maybe the Eagles could force a turnover here at worst case scenario, force a punt and get good starting field position.
Yep.
Looks like a timeout's called.
Let's see if the Lions can put together a drive after McDonough just scored on them. 11:49 left in the first half. Student section really, they're doing the skull. Timeout has just ended. Start the Lions possession. Quarterback Tyshawn Helm in the quarterback position. 2 running backs, 2 receivers on the right side. Run to the right side, broke free. Good tackle by number 11 on the Eagles.
Looks like Santino Sanchez was there again. He's been all over the place tonight, defensively, offensively.
Yeah.
Quarterback.
The only thing he hasn't done is got a touchdown. He's coming off the field right now, though.
Looks like a gain of about 8, so sets up a 2nd down and 2. Good positive run there by the Lions. The running back, Jamal Mungo Jr., who's had a lot of plays so far in this game.
Switch the formation now. 2 receivers on the left, still 2 running backs. Yep, same play. Good tackle.
Undercut pretty quickly, but it does seem to be enough for a 1st down.
Tackle was by Elijah Crawford, who's a sophomore.
And that moves the chains for the Lions. Ball will be placed at the 20-yard line now. Yeah, the Lions have come out on this drive attacking on the ground, as clearly that's been their strategy early with the two running backs in the backfield.
Yeah. The Eagles are now going to 4 in the line. They've primarily run 3 this game. Let's see what they do. They have 3 linebackers. Another run up the middle. ran over someone. That's a gain of 9 yards.
Yeah, they just bullied their way through that run. The Eagles' defensive line stood no chance on that play. That was really good run blocking by the Lions.
One thing I've noticed with the Lions, or with the Eagles D-line, is that they're separated. So if the Lions' offensive line can get a little bit of a gap, it's like the running back can get a ton of yards.
That's true. That is the negative you run when only rushing 3 and 4 every play. They're just trying to limit the big plays through the air. They have been pretty good against the run so far. The Eagles' defense has.
Yep.
The last couple of plays have been a bit of a different story. 2nd down and 2.
See if there's another run. Yep. Inside zone. Oh, broke free
Big
for
hole
5
there.
yards.
All the way up to the 45, so a good run there.
That run is by Niles Johnson, a 5'10", 170-pound running back.
So 1st and 10 now at the 45 of the Lions.
Yep, they're in the same formation as last play. Let's see if they're going to continue running it on the ground.
Blitz coming.
Yep.
Oh, ball's out! Ball's out!
Oh, looks like the Lions recovered it.
And it's hopped on. Lions look like they got on top of it. That was so close. What a strip, though, by the Eagles. As he reached ahead of him, the runner was already behind him. He was still able to strip the ball out.
Yeah, very good play by the Eagles D-line. What I've noticed on this drive is there've been like a lot of holes for Lions to run through. So until those holes close, I think they're going to keep running the football. If it's not broken, don't fix it.
That's true indeed.
They're again running the same formation, just switching sides with now 1 receiver on the right side, 2 running backs.
2nd down and about 3.
Fullback carry.
Fullback dive. Uh-oh. A big tackle there by Luke Miller, who saved a touchdown. Runner all the way down to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, again, running play, straight up the middle. Eagles haven't been able to stop it this drive.
And that was a fullback run there for
Yeah.
the Lions, and that worked well. So the running game for the Archbishop Carroll Lions has really been their offensive hero so far. We'll see if the defense of the Eagles can find a response for that on this possession. They have not been able to yet on this drive.
Let's see if the Eagles can bring back the momentum to their side. Ball's on the 25, 1st down for the Lions. Come back onto the field after a timeout.
The last play there was a gain of 30 yards for Archbishop Carroll. Luke Miller, who's the only lone safety on the field, the last line of defense, saved a touchdown with a shoestring tackle.
Yeah, the Eagles are loading up on the line now with 5 on the line. They've been primarily running 3 and 4.
Yeah, they have not blitzed much so far in this game. They bring one here.
Gain of 5.
Quick tackle wrapped up at about the 21. It is a gain of 5, so really the Lions, every single run are getting more than 4 yards a carry, and that's pretty much all you can ask for from an offensive standpoint.
An injury on the field.
Uh-oh, look who's Eagles player down on the field.
Yeah, the Lions O-line is just like bulldozing through the Eagles D-line on this possession.
So we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back after the injury timeout. So that is J.D. Oster, who was injured on the play. He does walk off on his own willpower to the sideline, so it'll be 2nd down and 5 here for the Lions.
Yeah, he is a freshman. And the Lions are running the same formation with two running backs and a receiver. one fullback.
Here we go. Could the Eagles defense make a stand?
5 in the line for the Eagles.
They rush
Same
5
play.
again.
Another gap.
And a good run still going all the way inside the 10-yard line to the 9.
Yeah, and that's Niles Johnson. He's just carrying defenders on the way.
Johnson has really ran the ball well on this possession for the Lions. They are inside the 10, 1st and goal for Archbishop Carroll.
Same formation again. They're just sticking with it.
I think we know what's coming here.
Yep.
There you go again, a running play and
Nice play.
gain of 7.
That was Luke Miller again. He's really been saving the
He
Eagles
saved
defense
now
on this
2
play.
touchdowns on
Yeah.
this drive, so Eagles better buy him a steak dinner after this drive if they're able to hold them.
Yeah. Probably
2
deserves
saved
it.
touchdowns.
Him and Santonio Sanchez deserve that steak dinner.
Santino Sanchez had a great game, and then obviously the touchdown catch by Jefferson Exenor was a beauty in the corner of the end zone. So it will be 2nd down and goal from the 5.
I think the Lions are going to just run the same play until the Eagles are able to stop it. And that's what it's been looking like. Same formation. Let's see if the Eagles can stop the presumable run on this play.
I know, it's been very predictable, but it's worked. From the 3, handoff to the right side, wide open hole, and he waltzes in for a touchdown.
Niles Johnson with the touchdown.
Niles Johnson took it himself. There is a flag down.
Might be a holding call, which would be big for the Eagles.
Oh, it set it back 10 yards from the spot, and the offense is going back.
Yep, there's a holding call.
And it is a hold against the offense. So another penalty by the Lions.
The Lions have been able to run the ball, but they haven't been able to escape the penalties. Because penalties have already cost them 14 points this game.
And back on the field now is J.D. Oster after the injury. Number 59 steps back on as the linebacker.
Good to see him back on the field.
Indeed, so they back the ball way back to the 24-yard line.
How is there?
A little bit confusing why they packed the ball up so far.
Yeah, if it was a holding call, it should have only been 10 yards. So, but somehow at the
high school rules
29.
are a bit different. I think it's 15. It's either 10 or 15 yards from the spot of the foul. I'm not sure exactly which one, but 24 doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, 24-yard line is 20 yards.
So the Eagles catch another break.
Somehow a 21-yard holding call.
Ball's all the way back at the 24, so a huge penalty. And it is 2nd and goal from the 24-yard line.
This is crazy. 2 receivers now.
Helm, the quarterback.
Another running play. Eagles
Stuffed.
able to stop it.
Oh, he
broke
bounced
outside.
away. And the Eagles get him pretty quick.
Tackle there is by Latani Paul Swinson.
He had the big punt, he had the big kickoff return early on in this game, so he's had a couple nice plays. So 3rd down and long now. They are in field goal range.
Been a lot of impact players for the Eagles and in the Lions. There's been a couple players that have really stood out this game.
Only a gain of 1. You can see the Eagles sideline all pumped up. Student section still getting into it.
3rd and goal from like 24-yard line again. It's going to be a really tough conversion. 3 receivers for the Lions. 1 fullback, 1 running back. Presumably a pass, but let's see if they stick it on the ground. Play action. Sacked.
And sacked! Back at the 28-yard line. The Eagles get to him. Mason Robinson, number 51, gets into the backfield. It is a loss of about 6 or 7, and it will be 4th down for the Lions.
One of the weirder things you'll see, a fourth and goal from the 27-yard line. Let's see if they try a kick or offense staying on the field.
Offense is staying on the field for 4th down.
Interesting call, since they have to get 27 yards to get a touchdown.
Very interesting call.
And they haven't run a deep passing route the whole game. They've been all short passing. 4 receivers, 1 running back, 3 to the left. 2 safeties now for the Eagles and 3 D linemen.
4th and goal from the 27. Very interesting call here from the Lions. Under pressure again, hit as he throws, incomplete. The Eagles defense makes the stand. On 4th down, the offense will get the ball right back.
Very good play by the Eagles edge rusher, forcing, just presumably scaring the quarterback because he had to get it out quicker than he wanted to with the pressure on him.
Absolutely, the Eagles pass rush has definitely positively impacted a lot of plays, and it looked to be number 5, Demetrius Smith, who got back there.
Yeah, it's just been penalties for the Lions. That's really what's been killing them.
It has hurt them in a big way. The Eagles offense comes back on. Palazzo, the quarterback. Chase Green comes in as the running back for this drive. So can McDonough add to their lead at their own 27-yard line?
See if they can convert the 4-minute drill and get some points. Make it a 2-possession game.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the
1
left.
second left on
Palazzo's
the
going to
play
throw another quick pass off the hands of Santino Sanchez. He better recover that ball as it was a backwards pass. A big loss in the play of
back to the
12
12-yard
yards.
line. Yeah.
So a really tough play for the Eagles as the backwards pass goes off the hands of Sanchez. They are ruling it a backwards pass, so it will be a loss of 12.
There's been 2 of those type of plays, and like one in the first quarter when he bobbled it, and looks that play's not really working out for the Eagles with a 2nd and very long.
Santino Sanchez continues to be targeted as the number 1 receiver in this game. He's been really a key factor for this offense.
Yep. 4:09 left in the first half.
From the 15-yard line, Eagles bring 4 receivers onto the field. Lions have showing like they might rush. They do rush 5. Handoff is to Green, and he's stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go. No gain for Green.
Josiah Bush really blew up that play, number 54. Like he held 2 whole linemen and tackled him at the same time. It was an amazing play.
Yeah, the Lions defense really suffocated that run. It will be 3rd down and very long here for the Eagles. Prayers need to be answered on this play.
Yes, because if the Eagles don't convert and it's an incomplete pass, then the Lions will have around 3 minutes left to get some points.
The Eagles have had a couple of big 3rd down conversions, though. They had one in the first quarter. They also had the pass interference they gave them the first down in the second quarter. All right, I beg your pardon, at the end of the first quarter, which led to the touchdown. 3:15 about remaining here in the first half.
5 seconds left on the play clock. Let's see if we can get
They got to get this ball off quickly.
1 second.
And delay a game.
Did they get the timeout off?
They do say the timeout was called beforehand. We'll be back after the timeout. 7-0 McDonough from John McDonough Stadium on a beautiful Friday night.
And Auden and some guys asking for money. They will ask you. It's like
So 3rd down and long here for the Eagles. Palazzo takes the snap, drops back to pass. He's going to air it out deep down the field, and it is intercepted. The Eagles turn the ball over, and the Lions will take possession at the 38-yard line. So an ill-advised
Cameron Williams with a really nice one-handed interception.
That was a beautiful one-handed interception. He pulled it down with one arm and made the grab, falling to the ground.
Good field position for the Lions, too.
Excellent field position, their best starting field position of the day. Really tough break for the Eagles on that one. 3rd and long, they decided to launch it down the field, but it did not work.
3 minutes left in the first half.
Lions take possession at the 37 of the Eagles, so now they get another opportunity right back to tie this game up.
2 running backs in the backfield and 2 receivers. One to the left, one to the right. Drops back.
Over the middle and nearly intercepted. McDonough, Paul Swinson almost had that diving for it. Could have been a really huge pick. What a cannon throw though by the quarterback. He darted that thing across the middle of the field.
Yeah. It was pretty low though, so it would have been hard for the receiver to catch it. Lions haven't had much success passing the ball today. All their offense has mostly been running.
Well, the running game has worked really well for them, averaging well over 5 yards a carry.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and 2 running backs in the backfield. Let's see what they have planned. Ball at the 37-yard line.
2nd down and 10.
Drops backs. 10.
Over the middle and dropped at the 22-yard line, so it's an incomplete pass. It will be 3rd down and 10
That was dropped
for the Lions here. Another chance for an Eagles defensive stop.
Yeah, that ball was dropped by Carroll, number 10. He's getting subbed off the field now. Must be disappointed with himself. He had some open room if he caught that ball.
So what an opportunity here for the Eagles defense, once again with the chance to get off with a 3 and out. We'll see if they can do just that.
Yep, Eagles are looking like a 4-3, 4-11-3 linebackers. Same formation for the Lions, 2 running backs, 2 receivers, 1 to each side.
Quarterback takes the snap, pressure coming, hit as he throws, ball is up in the air, and it is incomplete, nearly picked by Miles Hurd as he was just about a couple inches away from what could have been an interception, but it is 4th down and 10. The Eagles defense continues to play well in this one. We'll see if they keep the offense out on the field again. Yeah. There is only 2 minutes and 40 seconds left here in the quarter.
Yeah, Jamar Ebron was targeted number 6 for the Lions. He had a little bit of separation, but the ball was a little bit overthrown.
I definitely also think the pressure influenced that pass as they came in on him and they rushed 5 on the blitz. Looked like the edge rusher might have gotten a hand on the quarterback.
Yeah, I've noticed that the Eagles' pass rush has been very good. It's just been the run that they've been not be able to stop. There's still 3 minutes left on the clock, so if the Eagles stop them, they have a chance to get some points.
Eagles have definitely generated pressure on a lot of these plays so far in this game.
Looks like one of the running backs going to the right side. 3 receivers on the left. Running back, lined up receiver on the right, and 1 in the backfield. Toss back.
4th and 10. Flag is down. Pass is broken up. Another flag is thrown. We'll see what the penalties are.
That was Demetrius Smith with a breakup. Let's see what the penalty is.
The one flagging came during the snap. The other flagging came at the end of the play. So I don't think they're both the same penalty.
Let's see. Looks like the Lions defense is
and the penalty is going to be declined. It was a hold against the offense, and the Eagles will take over possession.
Yep.
What a big defensive play by McDonough. They get the ball back once again. The defense has been phenomenal so far.
Yeah, they've also been able to not have any penalties. That's been the difference of the game.
Yeah, the penalties have really been a huge factor in this game. Eagles have limited the penalties. The Lions have had a lot of calls on them so far.
2:38 left in the first half, so 38 seconds till 2-minute warning.
Eagles rush the offense out there with only 5 seconds to go on the play clock. They got to get the snap off. Palazzo under center in I formation. They do get the snap off. They hand it to Green on the right, and he is tackled quickly, swarmed by the D-line, a loss of 4 as they'll mark him with forward progress, but it will still be a big loss, and it will set up 2nd down and 14.
Kevin Wilson III, the outside linebacker, was in on that play. Nice tackle.
In the last couple of plays, Green just really hasn't been able to gain much separation on his rush attempts. It's really been the aerial attack that's done the works for the Eagles so far in this game, and they haven't been able to do much outside of that one possession where they scored a touchdown.
Yeah, number 4, Josiah Bush, has really been strong up front. Number 54 on the Lions.
Yeah, this Lions defense has certainly made some adjustments after the Eagles score and has tightened up their game nicely.
Yeah, the Lions defense has been really well. It's just the penalties, again, what has really hurt them.
That's right, Colin. That definitely didn't help on the one drive where they set up the first down after the pass interference call. So it brings up 2nd down and 14 for McDonough. Once again, they go to the I formation. Just 2 receivers on the field. They hand it again to Green up the middle, and there's, once again, not much room to run. Gain of 3 will set up
around a third down and 11. Third down and 11,
at about 10 or 11, yeah.
Eagles' run game hasn't really been able to get going yet. See if that changes soon or in the second half.
Looked early like they might have been able to get something going, but since then, it just the Lions have won the battle of the trenches so far in this one.
Yep. 1:10 left in the first half. The Eagles might not want to force anything. I don't know if the Lions have any timeouts left, so probably just trying to limit the time the Lions are able to get any points.
Yes, absolutely. We saw the Eagles force the pass on the last possession, caused an interception. Only 56 seconds to go in the second half. You would like to get down the field at least for a field goal attempt at the minimum.
Yeah, they need like a deep pass. It's 3rd and 10, so they might not try and force anything, though.
Especially trying to avoid another interception. So we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
Fullback, running back, and 2 receivers for the Eagles. Yeah.
And they hand the ball off again to Green, and bounces off a tackle, but only picks up 3 as he dives forward, tackled at the 40-yard line. So it will be a 4th down for McDonough. They will let the clock run down.
The tackle is by Niles Johnson, the running back, who's, again, he's a player for the Lions who's been all over the field.
He has had a good game. The Eagles offense.
Looks like they're going to run it down until second half.
4th down. That seems like it will bring us to the end of the first half. It is 7-0 McDonough here against the Archbishop Carroll Lions. The Eagles will take the first half lead into the locker room. We'll get back for the start of the second half in a moment.
Do you not know? The guy taking on his breakout in 9th grade, Okay, now ladies, you know you bad. Put your hands in the air. Let me hear how, let me hear how. Ain't nobody do it like I click. Ain't nobody fresher than click. As I look around, they don't do it like I click.
Sorry about that. Hello, everybody. We are back for the second half. The Eagles will kick off. They lead 7-0 in this game. Partnered now by Jack Hirschfield for the second half, my broadcast partner. He'll be up here for the rest of the game with me. Eagles lead 7-0 as we get set for quarter number 3. Eagles defense has been the story so far in this one. The offense opportunistic, capitalized off of penalties on their one possession, led to 6 points. They lead 7-0 to start the second half. 2 return men back for the Lions.
That's right. The McDonough defense has really been stifling this first half, and they'll look to continue that during the second half and obviously capitalize on some more opportunities that their defense then gives their offense.
They've had a lot of really good field position to start off drives so far. Hopefully that continues for McDonough.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see some great power rushing too.
It is true. The Lions' run game was absolutely terrific in the first half. Bullied the McDonough the defensive line, front 7 for the most part of that half. But the Eagles, with the bend but don't break mentality, held through. Finn Alexander with the kickoff. Caught at about the 6-yard line here. He'll bring it back, and a low tackle spun him up into the air. Lions will start at the 25, as making the tackle was Anthony Redfern, the sophomore defensive back and linebacker.
Yeah, great job on special teams. Special teams is not really a place that you can afford to mess up in this tight one-score game here. So they'll have to keep going on any opportunities that they get.
Absolutely, the Lions did muff a kick earlier in the game, went out of bounds, was close to a fumble. Eagles also stripped a running back earlier, but could not recover the ball. And then the only turnover was a McDonough thrown interception. 1st and 10 for the Lions at the 25-yard line. Eagles will rush 3 as the ball is handed off along the left side, and another big hole, dives for a gain of about 10. It will be a first down for the Lions. So another good run from this team, which has seen really excellent run blocking. Their offensive line has dominated the battle of the trenches so far.
And that's really look to just continue that into the second half. They really got to establish a good run game if they want to put some more points up, or any points at all. It's McDonough defense. I formation from the 33, handoff along the left side. Another big hole, and he breaks for a big tackle there as number 59, J.D. Oster made the stop, but it will be a pickup of about 10 and another first down for the Lions. They move the change once again. A punishing rushing attack has been this team's MO so far. They've done a really excellent job establishing the run game. Just drives have not been able to finish because of penalties. That's right, and that's really what McDonough tried to do last year, if you remember, with a lot of their games.
So 1st and 10 at their own 41 now for the Lions. Another fullback handoff, and once again breaking tackles, finally spun down. A gain of 6 up to the 47, 48-yard line of the Lions. Will set up a second down and 4 or 5. So this power run game from the Lions, we've seen it so far. They continue to go with it. Really haven't ventured away from that strategy.
And McDonough has to find the rhythm from the first half. I mean, first half they were doing well. They didn't give up a single point. And that started with the defensive line in the front 7.
Yeah, absolutely. They can't keep giving up 4 or 5 yards to carry. Another handoff, and about time the Eagles stuff him at the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 as Isaiah Garrett got back there in the backfield. the junior linebacker with a big tackle.
There we go. That's what they'll need to continue doing. They'll need to keep stopping the run and forcing them to pass, and then relying on their great defensive backs in coverage to really win this ball game for the defensive side.
That is very true, Jack. Quarterback for the Lions, Tyshawn Helm, does have a cannon as he unleashed it a couple times in this game. But once again, I formation on 3rd and 5. We'll see if they run the ball once again. Trying to draw him off sides. Helm takes the snap, hands it to the running back. Big hole on the right side. He breaks it free. Inside the 35, tackled by Luke Miller at the 30, who saves another touchdown. And a big run there by the running back for the Lions, Niles Johnson, who breaks another big carry on 3rd down and picks up the 1st down.
And that
beg your pardon, the running back, Jamal Mungo, got the carry on that. 1st and 10 at the 30 now for the Lions. Another handoff along the left side, and Eagles defense converges on him relatively quickly. Gain of about 2 or 3 will set up 2nd down and 8.
And to start this half, we've seen 7 powerful rushing attempts. Nothing's really gone to the outside. Everything's been like kind of an inside attack, and I'll look to see if they continue that on this drive, or maybe they'll switch it up with some passes in the end zone.
Absolutely. The Lions have done a nice job switching out the running backs too. Niles Johnson has had some good carries. So has Jamal Mungo Jr. Two of them really a two-headed monster at the running back position. 2nd down and 8 here for Archbishop Carroll. Handoff along the right side. Mungo is hit at the line of scrimmage. No gain. The Eagles defense holds them to another short run. It will be 3rd down and long here for the Lions.
That's right. 3rd down and long. It's not really a great situation to be in. I mean, they could run again. They've done that all the time this drive. McDonough will probably anticipate that, or they could pass. I mean, but they haven't passed as much as drive. How much confidence do they have in their quarterback?
I will say their run game has been excellent and has converted multiple times on 3rd and long so far today. 3rd and 7 from the 27. Handoff to the left and a gain of about 3 or 4. He stopped for short of the 1st down as the tackle was made by Noah Ongst. He's been all over the field defensively. He makes another tackle, and 4th down for the Lions, and once again they will go for it. They went for it in the 1st half on 4th and goal from the 20-yard line. Now they're going for it on 4th and 4, 5, about 4th and 4. Ball spotted at the 25. 1st down at the 21.
I really love going for it, but when the 1st half it's 4th and goal.
Eagles student session gets rowdy here for 4th down. Helm takes the snap, drives back to pass over the middle, and hauled in inside the 5. Down at the 2-yard line. What really a huge play. Job. Marcus Brown, the receiver, makes an excellent catch inside the red zone. And the Lions are in business. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line as they try to get their first points of the game. And the Eagles players down on the field injured. We'll get back to you after the injury timeout. So Noah Ongst was the injured player on that play. He will head to the sideline for a brief moment. Jack, you picked up something really interesting on that last pass that really succeeded well.
Yeah, I mean, that quarterback really is a cannon for an arm. You saw that
really did a nice job finding a soft spot in that defense as well and made a tremendous catch. Marcus Brown. And a little bit of confusion here with the sidelines. Not so sure what's happening up here either. Timeout called by Archbishop Carroll. 6 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. This drive has taken off about half the clock off the 2nd quarter as well. So they've done a really nice job running off the clock on this drive. They're inside the 5. They have 1st and goal.
And I wouldn't be surprised if we see another power run here, as they've
Absolutely.
done so far on this drive. It's really been their whole offense, as before that last great completion, which was really a great route and great job finding the soft zone in that defense.
I mentioned a couple times the battle of the trenches has certainly been won by the Archbishop Carroll Lions to this point of the contest.
And it sounds like just some gutsy decisions have really cost them some points.
So it'll be first down from the 3. First and goal. The Lions with their opportunity for their first points of the game. Can the Eagles make a goal line stand? Now you see the student section playing catch. Launched that ball, almost hit a spectator on the student section. First and goal for the Lions. At the 3-yard line, I formation. The running back is Niles Johnson. They give it to him, and Johnson is stuffed, a loss of 1. I beg your pardon, Isaiah Smith was the running back with the carry. Nasir Smith is number 22 today. I beg your pardon, we have it on our sheet. But it's Niles Johnson, but it's Nasir Smith. He was bottled up there by the Eagles defense. We'll see if they can punch it in. Now the Lions. Nasir Smith once again is the running back. Second down and goal from the 4. Helm takes the snap, gives it to Smith, right side, finds a hole, trying to cut his way, and he stopped just short. Looks to be about the 1-yard line.
A great last effort by the McDonough defensive line there, just keeping the Lions from punching in that end zone and tying this game up. They really can't afford that based on how their offense has moved this first half.
Well, they've had a bend but don't break mentality so far in this game. It's paid off, but the Lions are knocking on the door here on 3rd and goal. At the 1-yard line, I expect a counter, I expect a power run here, Jack. What do you think?
You know, I expect a power run, but I also wouldn't be surprised with play action. They've run the ball.
We'll see what happens here on 3rd and 1. Quarterback sneak Helm up the middle, pushing his way, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions.
And with a quarterback as big and as strong as that.
Tyshawn Helm pushed his way across the goal line. The Lions get on the board for the first time. A spectacular drive by Archbishop Carroll. Took more than 7 minutes off the clock.
Yeah.
Oh wait, did they bring this play
back? Why are they marking it back?
And they brought it back.
Did not count. Is it a fourth down now? Was there a penalty?
Oh, the offense will stay out there and go for 2 on this play. Okay, so they give them the touchdown, 7-6. Sorry for the confusion up here, but they will go for 2 to try to give themselves the lead.
A very risky and gutsy call here, but I can't say that I hate it.
Well, they didn't kick a field goal earlier, so clearly wanted to avoid having to try their luck on a kicking try.
Do they have a kicker?
I don't know. Some more confusion with the referees on the sideline here. There's been a lot of that so far in this game. Student section trying to get into it. This is really a huge play for the Eagles defense, Jack. I mean, if they give this up, they'd give the lead to the Lions. The offense for McDonough really hasn't generated much, but if you can hold them, you keep the lead for a little bit longer.
Right. I mean, you really can't let this up. It's a 2-yard conversion. We saw them stopped on the 4. They brought them to 4th. They brought them to 3rd down where they had to convert, and they did. I think we're going to see another run play here, or I mean,
I agree with you. I would not be surprised whatsoever if they give the ball to Nasir Smith. They are in the I formation, 1 receiver to the left. Helm under center. Takes the snap, hands it off to Smith, left side, and he's in. The Lions have an 8-7 lead.
And that was a really great call. He just went completely around the mound. It was a really great job by that left tackle there and the fullback there sealing the edge, and a great hole to cut through.
There was a wide open hole there for Nasir Smith, and he took advantage. The Lions have their first lead of the game. It is 8-7. Archbishop Carroll. Can McDonough respond to this next offensive drive? We'll find out. So here are the Lions to kick it away. And a line drive kick. Bounced, picked up by McDonough. On the return, cuts to the left side. That is number 5, Demetrius Smith, who gets up to about the 27. So here comes the offense, and the Eagles need points on this drive. They haven't scored since the very beginning of the second quarter. It's their only touchdown of the game. We'll see what the offense and quarterback Braden Palazzo can put together on this possession.
That's right, and they are starting in pretty good field position, as that really didn't look like the prettiest kick. It looked more like a squib kick that didn't get that far up, didn't go that far deep.
Got pretty solid distance, though. I mean, they do
off the bounce.
They do start at their own 27. It's a lot worse than a lot of field positions they've had so far. The Eagles have started at midfield a couple times. 1st and 10 for McDonough. Palazzo under center, I formation. He's going to pitch to the right side to Chase Green, looking for blockers, cuts it back up the middle, hit hard. No gain for Green. Good tackle, quickly made. Looks like number. Testing. Looks like the defense got to him pretty quickly there.
Yeah, it's really.
Sear Smith, the running back who's now in as a defensive player, made a really great tackle on that play. Second down, they gave about half a yard on that play, so it'll be second down and 9 and 10. Palazzo fakes the handoff, is going to throw to the left side, has a man, and it is tipped up in the air and incomplete. Intended for number 4, Caden Harris, but good defense by the Lions sets up a 3rd and long.
And you really can't play that any better. It was slightly underthrown, so the receiver didn't really have much of a chance, but it was tipped up in the air by the Lions defensive back. You could see he visibly got his head behind to look at it, tipped it up. If he tipped it up just a bit better, he might have a chance to let his safety friend go out and pick it, but you really can't have any complaints of your defense coordinator there.
Perfect coverage there. And avoided the pass interference penalty as well. That was very well done. 3rd down and 9. Palazzo has to throw to Sanchez along the right side. He has some room to run, makes a man miss. Sanchez, so elusive at the wide receiver position. He gained 6, but he is a couple yards short of a 1st down. What a move by Santino Sanchez.
Yeah, you're right. Well, for as elusive as it is, it looked like the task was just too much to bear. As they might go for it on 4th down here.
Yeah, looks like they are leaving the offense out here. So a gutsy call here from the Eagles offense. Oh, no, now they will bring the punt team on.
Yeah.
It seems as Peter Kokinis, number 16, will come on to punt it away, and the Eagles will stay conservative with this play call and kick it back to the Lions.
I don't hate it, though. You know, you put the pressure on your defense the whole 1st half, and it worked out for you, so you can just do that again.
One player that has been all over the field so far today is Santino Sanchez. A bunch of catches in this game. He played on defense a couple snaps, also came in as quarterback for a play, ran a read option. He has been clearly one of the most used players on this McDonough team, and he's contributed in a really big way.
Extremely athletic, too. They just want athleticism, and they can use it at any position, really. And he fits there.
And the speed he has as well is super useful.
You can see on that last play, if you put one man on him, it's not enough. You got to put multiple men on him in order to tackle him. He always gets through the first guy. Shifty, elusive. You got to love what he really brings to this team.
So here we go. It is 4th down and 3. They will bring the punt team on. One man back to return for the Lions. It is Jamar Ebron. Kokinas will punt. He gets it away. Pretty good punt there as well. Ebron will call for a fair catch, and he makes the catch at the 37-yard line. So that is where the Lions will start. We'll get back to you in a sec for the Lions' next offensive possession. First and 10 here for the Lions. They hand it off to the fullback. Up the middle, he's stopped relatively quickly. Good defense there by the Eagles.
It's no surprise here we see another run, this time by the fullback, the power back who was using that last blocking play for that two-point conversion.
The fullbacks had a couple of really good runs as well too. He broke one big early in the game that was only stopped by the last line of defense, Luke Miller, the only safety on the field, stopped a touchdown earlier in this game.
And a lot of teams usually underutilize their fullback, or they don't utilize them enough. Definitely not the Lions here. They put him in wherever really he needs to go.
So 2nd down and 6, and it looks like the Eagles jumped off sides, and they will throw the flag. So looked like number 54, Sean Stevenson, may have jumped, and they will call a neutral zone infraction on the defense, and it will set up 3rd down and short. So back right, 2nd down and short here for the Lions.
And maybe we'll see another 20-yard penalty.
That is really the first time that I think that might be the first penalty call on the Eagles in this game.
They've done a
2nd
good
down
job.
and 1 from the 45-yard line. Helm hands the ball off on the right side, gain of about 3 for number 32, Jamal Mungo Jr. He's tackled quickly, but it is enough to gain the 1st down. So the Lions will move the chains.
And the Eagles really guessing run on any one of these plays and not really being that wrong. They dropped 3 people back in coverage because they only had 2 wide receivers out wide and put 8 people in the box.
Just shows you how powerful this run offense for the Lions is. 1st and 10 at their own 49. Helm under center is going to get the ball handed off once again along the left side. Gain of 3. Getting the carry for the 2nd time in a row is Jamal Mungo. It'll be 2nd down and 7. But that's what the Eagles have to do. Hold them to short runs, 2, 3, 4 yards a pop. Force them to throw the ball on 3rd down. It hasn't worked very well, but that has to be the strategy for this Eagles defense the rest of the way.
Yeah, I agree, but it's not like the Lions have a bad quarterback. We just saw on their play near the end zone that he has a cannon for an arm. And
some really good receivers to work with as well.
Really good receivers. And if they do guess run, the defensive backs play so far off the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and 7. Eagles may have jumped. They throw a flag, and it's a false start on the offense. So I guess they're going to call that he did not cross the neutral zone. The rule is you have to cross the line of the offensive line's helmets. That is the rule. They, I guess, rule that he did not cross that line, and the offense moved first, so it will be a false start. This will move the Lions back 5 yards, and a big break for McDonough.
And that's really a break for McDonough. They just get some extra breathing room on this drive to maybe hold them to punt, or if they go for it on 4th down, get some great field position.
Yeah, it has been field position really has been a big factor in this game. 2nd down and 12. Eagles rush 4. Helm will hand it to the right side, and a good run here, gain of about 8 for Nasir Smith. He's had a really good game on the ground so far. That brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. It will be 3rd down and 4 for the Lions when we come back. 8-7. Archbishop Carroll leading over the McDonough Eagles. Will be back for quarter number 4. So right here, this might be one of the biggest plays of the game. A 3rd down and 4 at the 44 of the Eagles. First down set up at about the 40-yard line. A huge play here for the Lions and for the Eagles as well. Look, Eagles will line up 4 on the line of scrimmage. I formation again for Archbishop Carroll. Helm takes the snap, hands it off on the left side. First down run, gain of 5 for Nasir Smith. And he picks up another first down for the Lions. And the rushing attack just keeps on bullying this Eagles defense.
That's right. These big boys up front for the Eagles defense really need to do a better job pushing the offensive line off the line of scrimmage and getting into the backfield to cause a negative, a loss of yardage.
They have had a good pass rush so far, but like we've mentioned, very few passes so far in this game for Archbishop Carroll. 1st and 10, new set of downs at the 40. Helm takes the snap, hands it off. Smith along the left side, bounces off a tackle. He's got a hole. Smith still going inside the 10-5. Touchdown Lions. Nasir Smith takes it the distance. A 40-yard touchdown run, and the Lions extend their lead.
And you really can't draw it up any better than that. And what are they doing here? They're calling some whistles?
Oh, there's an injured Eagle down on the field.
You hate to see that. They really can't call it up any better than that. You can see the left tackle.
Yeah, that was
seal the edge there, and the Lions really just pushing, being stronger than the Eagles. The Eagles in the trenches shot that gap. He had a one-on-one with a safety, and it's just such a tough ask for a safety to try and tackle that huge running back, a huge power back, just like the Lions have.
Indeed, Jack. We will take a break for the injury timeout. We'll be back with you in a second. The Lions have made this a new ball game. It is 14-7 here in the 4th quarter. So it looks like they will go for 2 once again to try to make this a 2-score game. This would be huge. This would put the game, this would really make it difficult for the Eagles to come back if they convert here.
Based on how their offense has been the second half, which they've only had one opportunity, this would put the game basically out of reach if they can't stop them here.
From the 2, the 2-point attempt, handoff to Smith, stuffing his way, and he is short of the line to gain. The Eagles make the goal line stand. They keep it a 7-point game.
That is huge. The Eagles' mentality in this game has been bend but not break, and they really showed it there. They couldn't have given that one up.
Absolutely huge defensive play for the Eagles at their own goal line to stop the 2-point conversion and keep it to a 14-7 contest. Eagles will get the ball back on their next possession. We'll be back for the kickoff. So here is the kickoff for Archbishop Carroll. They boot it away. And bringing the return back here for the Eagles is Santino Sanchez, looking for some open space, trying to cut it back to the right, and he's still on his feet, and eventually going to be dragged all the way back at the 15. So really didn't work out for him, and he tried to keep fighting and go for extra yards.
Yeah, well, when you're a kick returner, you never want to, run to the side. You always want to be running vertically, even if you run into a guy. You go on that kick return. He really lost yardage from where he caught it. It's just never a good idea.
Yeah, definitely not ideal there on the kickoff, but the Eagles do have the ball back. They're only down by 7. They do have 11 minutes to work with here in quarter number 4. We'll see if they can put something together on this drive.
However, based on how the Eagles run defense so far, it really comes down to this drive if they can put some points on the board, because I'm willing to bet that this Lions defense will be able to run out the clock.
That is very true. 1st and 10, Santino Sanchez in motion, hand up to Chase Green, tries to get some run on the left side. He does. Good run for Green. He's got room down the sideline, out of bounds to the 42. A big run for Chase Green, his longest run of the day, and a first down for the Eagles.
And that's a great way to start this crucial drive in the second half. In the 4th quarter, that is.
And a bit of a change in strategy as well. The inside run has not been working very well for the Eagles in this game. They'd call an outside run on that play.
Right.
Clearly, much different result there. And Chase Green rattles off his biggest run of the day. Gets him all the way to the 46-yard line. New set of downs, moves the chains.
Chase Green is also their playmaker, who they want to put the ball in his hands.
Absolutely, Jack. You are right about that. 1st and 10 from the 46. Once again, Sanchez in motion. Handoff now on the left side. Good hole there for number 5, Demetrius Smith. He picks up positive yardage, gain of about 6 yards. We'll set up 2nd down and 4 for the Eagles. Eagles have a drive cooking here.
They really do. It's only 2 plays, but that's really what you got to do. It's not the big yardage you get on runs. It's the 5-6 yard games that really keep a drive going.
And that really break down the defense as well. That's what the Lions have done such a good job of this game, is establishing the rush, getting big chunk plays on the ground. Can the Eagles duplicate that strategy? We'll see here. A good start to this drive. They're at the Lions 48. They run the end around, the jet sweep to Santino Sanchez. He's going to try to cut it back to the inside, and he's spun down for no gain. It will be 3rd down and 4 here for McDonough. That play really didn't have anything going for it.
Yeah, Santino Sanchez is shifty, but there's really only so much you can do with the blocks that you have. He's working, though. He's trying to get everything he can.
The Lions did a nice job staying home on that play, keeping their defensive back staying in position to make that stop.
It's a really good job by the Lions, too, recognizing that Santino Sanchez is a playmaker and corralling around him. They had 5 bodies around him, just trying to tackle him.
Indeed, Jack, that's a very good point. So the penalty being called here against the Lions. It'll move the chains. Not so sure what happened, but
I didn't see any longer on the field.
Bringing the ball all the way to the 34. Must have been a face mask penalty for them to move the ball that far. I did not even see the flag up here. But the Eagles have a 1st down and 10 at the Lions 34. They have 4 receivers set to the left side. Shotgun formation, got to expect a pass here. Gonna drop back to pass. Palazzo throws, has a man open, and it's incomplete. He couldn't quite hit his man. Jefferson Exnor, who has the only touchdown, he was open as well on the comeback route.
Let him just a bit too far on that route, and you got to hand it to the Lions defense, seeing that they were attempting a wide receiver screen to Sanchez and corralling around it and not letting it be.
Also, some pressure was generated on that play that made it difficult for Palazzo to get rid of the ball accurately.
That's true.
But sets up 2nd down and 10 now for McDonough.
And it looks like an Eagle is limping off the field as well. That wide receiver,
that's Jefferson Exnor. Yeah, he's going to be helped by the trainer.
Their lone touchdown.
Off the sideline.
He's their lone touchdown. They really can't afford to lose him right now.
He had a really good catch in the end zone early. He is walking off on his own power, so that is a good sign. Hopefully he'll be back at some point in this game. Second down and 10 here for the Eagles. Palazzo takes the snap, hands it off to Chase Green. He'll run up the middle, dives, lost his footing. He would have had a big gain there too had he not lost his balance. He does pick up 5 or 6, so it is a solid run there. Sets up 3rd down and medium now for McDonough.
3rd down and medium isn't impossible, but it would have been nice if he didn't lose his balance, if he didn't try to run too fast and he's able to. But that 3rd down and medium, 3rd down and short, I think that they can convert on this. I think that they have the talent to run it here or pass it. They have dual threats. Their quarterback is pretty athletic too. It looks like.
Here we go, 3rd down and 5. One of the biggest plays of the day for this Eagles offense. Lions bring the blitz. Handoff is to Green, right side. Has some running room, gets the edge. Chase Green, first down McDonough. Into the red zone, a late flag is thrown. We'll see what the penalty is for. But as of right now, the Eagles have a first down. We'll see what the penalty call is.
It could come back, but the Eagles sure are celebrating like it's not going to. Eagles student section here is hype.
The flag was thrown late, so it does not seem like it's a holding penalty, as it seemed to be thrown after the play was over. And it's a face mask on the offense.
Oh, these refs. That's their second penalty of the half.
Looks like they just motioned for a penalty on both teams here. Not so sure.
Depending on the penalties, those might offset.
This is a big call because, I mean, a fourth down here for the Eagles is really crucial.
I don't really think a field goal is an option here.
On the offense, so the play's coming back.
That's tough. Field goal isn't an option, even if they could kick it that far. And it looks like that is going far back.
All the way to the 48-yard line.
I didn't even see a flag. It was thrown so late. And the spot is a little bit weird. You see the refs are talking to each other. Huge. Yeah, third down and long. It was really... Yeah, you really need points.
So it is third down and 10 here for the Eagles. Some confusion after the penalty. They do have to get to the line, though, with only 8 seconds left on the play clock. They'll hurry.
That's a bit unfair.
So they really need a first down here. The Eagles need to score a touchdown on this drive. Palazzo, he'll take the snap, drop back to pass. Going to air it out along the left side, and it is juggled and incomplete. Almost intercepted there by the defensive back, number 12, but the Eagles cannot convert on third down at his fourth. We'll see what they do and whether they bring out the kicking team.
I don't think they can kick from this far out. That would be a 50-yard field goal. Really great job by the defensive back there. Really, he almost got the pick.
Yeah, Keontae Davis really played that well. Almost, juggled the interception. He had it in his hands, just couldn't quite control it going to the ground.
I don't think it'll matter, though. Fourth down.
I will say I'm not crazy about the decision to throw a deep pass there on third and 10.
I have to agree, especially since their run game has been so reliable lately. And if they know they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Fourth and 10. Huge play. Palazzo to throw. Over the middle, and it's over the head of Santino Sanchez and incomplete. The Eagles do not convert on fourth down. The offense will come off the field. They'll bring the defense on. And the Archbishop Carroll Lions will take over on downs.
And it really looked like Sanchez was open there. He just overthrew him. He sailed it.
He had him to throw just high.
Top of his head. And landed peacefully to ground. It should have been a catch, especially with how Santino Sanchez's hands are.
Yeah, that was just out of his reach. The Eagles defense now needs a stand. But I think we can guess what's coming here from this offense.
Yeah, I can guess like 15 rushes here, probably. I mean,
that's
really all it's been. And it runs out the clock, too, so why would they go away from it?
From the 35-yard line, handoff is to Mungo. He runs for a gain of 2. Up to the 37-yard line.
And the Eagles really have to continue doing that if they want to get a stop here.
Yeah, they have to get the ball back, and quickly. They can't allow the Lions to run much clock off the board, which they've done a really good job. Their first touchdown drive ran over 7 minutes off the clock.
That's right. It's crucial for the Eagles to make a stand here. And then they can get the ball back with enough time left. Just go down the field, get another score, tie this game up.
Second down and 8. Helm takes the snap, hands it. Smith bottled up along the left side for no gain. Number 15 of the Eagles, Isaiah Garrett, with his second big tackle of the night. And it will be 3rd and long. So it is 3rd and 8. This is a huge, huge play for the Eagles defense. They need a stop in order to stay in this game.
It's true, but I don't think they're punting here. Even if it does get to 4th down, I don't think they're punting.
We've seen the Lions opt on every opportunity not to kick the ball. They did not kick it earlier in the first quarter when they had a chance for a field goal. They're not kicking extra points. 3rd down and 8. 2 running backs on the field.
I like that call.
Helm drops back to throw, under pressure, hit as he throws, and it is nearly intercepted. Luke Miller had it. It looked like it bounced off of his helmet, and it's 4th and long. That would have been a huge turning point in this game.
And you really have to commend that Eagles defensive line, putting pressure on the quarterback and forcing him to throw over the head of his receiver. Come on, Eagles. We got to make those catches.
That was so close. But yeah, you're right, Jack. The pressure definitely influenced the overthrow. Luke Miller, that was so close to having that interception.
We got to make those catches.
But still a big stop though for the Eagles defense. They will bring the punt team on. Back to return for the Eagles is number 14, Michael Tan.
If he caught that pass, he had a fair amount of green grass ahead
Snap
of him.
is back. Kick is away. It's a high and short kick. We'll take a Lions bounce, and it will be down at about the 32-yard line. So a good punt. The Eagles will start at their own 32. We'll see if they can work their way down the field for kind of a last hurrah offensive drive with less than 6.5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. We'll be back for the Eagles' offensive possession. First and 10 for the Eagles at their own 32. Offense steps onto the field. Jefferson Exenor in motion. They give the ball to Chase Green. He's going to run up the middle. Lost the ball. The ball comes out. The Lions are signaling like they have it.
Oh, no. Well, if this isn't a fumble, then last drive.
The Lions are standing up with the ball as Nasir Smith has the ball in his hands. We'll see what the referees call. This is a huge call here.
And if this doesn't go McDonough's way, this could be an...
And they give the ball to the Lions.
And if they go down here and score, if the Lions go down and score in a few plays.
Chase Green on 1st down, fumbles the ball. The Lions recover and will take over on the Eagles side of the field. A huge fumble recovery. And it's guess who? It's Nasir Smith, who's had a game tonight for the Lions. He recovered the fumble, and they start at the 35 of McDonough. First and 10.
And if they can somehow come down
Helm,
here and score.
Fullback handoff to the right side. That's number 2, Ronald Burke. Gain of about 3. Referees will give him 4 on that, so it'll be 2nd down and 6. Really, Ronald Burke Jr. as the fullback has had a tremendous game.
Yeah, they love using their power fullbacks too.
And they've used a very good job of it as well. This running game for the Lions is clearly working.
Incredible. If they can come down here and score, that would be just a crushing blow to this McDonough team. And how would it have the insurmountable comeback, I think, based on how this offense has been going this second half.
2nd down and 6 for the Lions at the 31-yard line. 1st down set up at the 25. Eagles have 5 on the line of scrimmage. Expecting the run, they will rush 5. Handoff is to the left side, and the ball comes loose. The ball comes out, and who has it?
Please say McDonough, come on.
The Lions recover the ball. Oh, man, a missed opportunity for the Eagles.
That was almost a
As
break.
Jamal Mungo put the ball on the ground, but the Lions catch a break, and they gain some extra yardage off the fumble as well. So it will be 3rd down and short.
That was it. That was it. That was the game. We almost had it. And a Lion looks hurt on the field.
Yeah, Lion player is down. We'll be back after the injury timeout. 14-7. Lions trying to put this game to bed. 3rd and short coming up. Third down and 2 for the Lions. Can they pick up a 1st down? Eagles defense needs a stop here. The Lions once again are in I formation. Eagles stacking the box, anticipating a run.
And can you blame them with that many guys on the
They
defensive
rush
line?
6. Handoff met behind the line of scrimmage. Mungo's tackled for a loss. It's Mason Robinson breaking through the line. It will be 4th down. I beg your pardon, Nasir Smith got the carry, but nonetheless, Mason Robinson made a huge tackle. It is 4th and 4. A huge, huge play for the Eagles defense here.
I think this is just a bit too far to kick it with the confidence that they've shown in the kicker. I think they're going to go for it here.
Yeah, the offense is staying on the field. One thing the Eagles changed on that play is they stacked the box. They anticipated the run. They rushed 6, and it worked. Right. We'll see if that happens again. The Lions do have 3 receivers on the field, though, for this play.
They also have 2 running backs.
Helm in the shotgun. 1 running back to his left, 1 to his right. Helm takes the snap. Eagles rush 5. He's going to throw. Throws to the right side. Has a man, and it is incomplete. The Eagles take over on downs.
What a break. What a great stand by the Eagles defense.
McDonough will get the ball back. The pass was intended for Jamar Ebron, but it was just overthrown by a couple of yards, and McDonough's offense has another opportunity down by 7.
Yeah, this Eagles defense has been really is really the lifeblood of the team.
They're keeping them in this game.
Certainly.
First and 10 for McDonough at the 30-yard line. Palazzo will throw to the left side. He's got Jefferson Exenor, picks up a 1st down, gain of 15, moves the chains for McDonough. Exenor with 2 big catches, that one and the touchdown earlier. Eagles trying to get something going on this drive. They need 6 points and the extra point to tie the game.
And if you recall earlier, he was kind of limping off the field, really showing some great grit there by coming back on after maybe a small injury.
Here comes the offense, 1st and 10 at their own 45. Palazzo under center. Lions showing blitz. They bring it. Quick pass to the right. It's Sanchez. Trying to evade tacklers. Does momentarily, but it only gains 1. He's brought down quickly.
It's really a great job by him, too. He caught the ball a bit awkwardly, 5 yards before the line of scrimmage. So it was a good job accelerating, getting a few yards, making something out of nothing.
Yeah, exactly. You put it perfectly there, Jack. Something out of nothing on that play. Gains 1 when it looked like he'd be tackled for a big loss. 2nd down and 9. 4 receivers to the left. Palazzo in the shotgun. Another pass, and Sanchez is tackled for a loss. And that play went nowhere, was blown up before it even began.
You can do that a few times a game. They can't do it all game. Their whole offense has been run plays and screen passes to Sanchez. They just can't keep doing that. It's too predictable.
Yeah, that just did not work because that was blown up
It's blown up in the backfield.
immediately. So the ball is at the 40. It is 3rd down and 15.
Oof.
Here for McDonough. They need
yards.
a miracle
Time
here.
is ticking down. They need to get in the end zone too. They need to go 60 yards.
Yeah,
2 minutes.
Eagles need a very fortuitous situation. 3rd and 15. They look for the screen. He's going to go deep down the field, and it is incomplete. Over the head of Caden Harris, and it is 4th down and 15. So this is pretty much the ball game here.
Yeah. They've got to get something here. They've got to get enough for a 1st down just to stay alive. Forget the deep ball. I don't really like that choice either. He threw way out of bounds, didn't give his receiver a chance, and it was double covered. I saw that they tried to hold a screen for Sanchez again, which would.
Well, we'll add that the chill in the air definitely does not help throw the ball. It is a cold night.
That's true, it is.
And it can be very difficult to grip the ball in the cold. But nonetheless, still a 4th down and 15. Eagles need 15 yards plus to keep this game alive. Palazzo will drop back. Under pressure, steps up in the pocket. It's going to throw down the field. Has a man. It is caught. 1st down, McDonough. Jefferson Exenor makes the catch. A huge play to move the chains.
That is absolutely incredible and perfectly placed by their quarterback there. It was a low throw, so the receiver was able to get under, scoop it up.
Well, Palazzo felt the pressure, did an excellent job stepping up in the pocket.
That's right.
Looked much more mature than a freshman on that play.
That's correct.
And completes it for a gain of 17 and a 1st down.
Yeah, you gotta
Eagles
love seeing
at
that
the
from your quarterback.
44 of the Lions. A minute 38 to go. 1st and 10. Handoff to Green. Bounces to the right side. Green has an opening. Chase Green. 1st down to the 30-yard line. The Eagles are in business on this drive. Can they keep the momentum?
You also have to be a bit wary of the clock here. That was a run play, and it didn't quite get out of bounds. So you're, and it stopped the clock on a 1st down as they reset the chains.
So 1st and 10 at the 30 for the Eagles. Chase Green is the back. 2 receivers left and to the right. Palazzo will loft it to the air. It is almost caught inside the 10. It was intended for the receiver. He's down. It was number 8 was the target. That's Brandon Finney, the sophomore wide receiver. Almost had it. The throw was just a little bit over his head, and it will be 2nd down and 10.
I do like that they're rolling here. They're taking shots to the end zone. They want to get something on the board. They want to prove themselves. I like it.
And really putting their trust in the arm of Braden Palazzo on this drive, needing him to come up with some big throws. He's delivered on a couple, but needs to convert more in order to get the Eagles in the end zone and to tie this game.
I agree, but how he's commanded the offense on this drive, I think he can.
Yeah, he's done an excellent job on this drive, as has the Eagles offense. Still need more, though. 2nd down and 10. Palazzo will drop back to pass. Looking, throwing down the field. Hit as he was intended. They throw the flag for pass interference. The Eagles are going to get the ball inside the 10. There was contact before the ball got there. It was intended for Caden Harris, and McDonough will be set up inside the 10, it seems. We'll see what the penalty call is. And it is pass interference against the defense.
Just as much as that was a great play by the quarterback there, you got to command that offensive line for the McDonough Eagles, doing a great job of giving his quarterback time to take a shot down the field and setting him in great position with a minute to go in the red zone. They can definitely come up here with something big, tie the game up, send this into overtime.
This is huge. We'll see where they spot the ball. I'm not so sure what the high school rules are for pass interference. The penalty took place inside the 10. They give the ball at the 20, but it is a first. It is a new set of downs. The Eagles are in the red zone, 1:04 to go. This is huge right here. Can the Eagles pull off the improbable? 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
You see press in the bottom on number 4.
Palazzo to throw. Left side has Exenor. Gets a block. Exenor inside the 15 to the 12. A gain of 8 for Exenor. The Eagles are moving the football. Gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
That is a perfect
Here we go, Jack.
play.
This is what it comes down to right here.
This is it. It's
You
all
love
on
to
this
see
drive,
it. This
all
is
or nothing.
high school football at its finest.
Oh, yeah.
Second down and 2 from the 12-yard line. Exenor in motion. Palazzo takes the snap, gives it to Green. Left side, nowhere to go. He's bottled up for a loss of 1.
Ooh, that's bad too.
The clock will keep ticking. The Eagles will use a timeout with 50 seconds to go. It will be third down and about 3 from the 13-yard line. Here we go. It all comes down to these next couple plays. 3rd and 5 for the Eagles at the 15. First down is at the 10. 50 seconds left on the clock. Palazzo, they pitch it to Green on the left side. He's got blockers. Green lowers the shoulder. The 10-yard line. The clock keeps moving. Where will they mark him? Will they give him the first down? Clock is ticking.
Don't think that's a first down. I think he's just short. It's 4th and 1. Ooh.
And they give him the first down, it seems, for now.
Right.
They do. 1st and goal at the 10. The clock is ticking. There's less than 30 seconds to go. Can the Eagles punch it in? A touchdown and an extra point would tie the game. 22 seconds. Palazzo, they run another play. Green on the left side. Tucker behind. He gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Out of bounds, which stops the clock.
And Chase Green is down.
Yep. Oh, that's not good. Chase Green is a playmaker. You can't have him go down the last 15 seconds of the game.
That was a big hit. It's a loss of 2. Chase Green seems to be okay. He's going to run. Tried to run back in the field, but they'll take him to the sideline.
I don't know if I love the
15 seconds.
I don't know if I love the option to run here. It's fine that it was to the outside. He gets close to the.
I know. I'm not crazy about it either. You need a touchdown, and you don't want the clock to keep running.
That's right. You either throw it. Either it's an incomplete pass, which is fine, which stops the clock, or it's a touchdown. I think you got to throw it to the end zone on these next 3 plays.
I think, Max, you have 2 plays here. I don't think you have any more than 2 plays. You'd prefer to get. Right. I don't know how many timeouts they have, but
Eagles have 2.
They still have 2 left.
Yes, I believe.
Okay, so you could throw a pass in. You can throw it in play. Just get a completion, call a timeout, try to get halfway to the end zone, run another play, and score. That would be ideal. You might be able to get 3 plays that way. Also, a Lion is injured on the play. Nichols Harbor the second. He's slow to get up. He will walk to the sideline.
From where they are, from how this Eagle quarterback's arm has been treating the Eagles offense so far today, I think they've got enough juice in the tank at least to throw it into the end zone 2 times. That's really what I want to see.
Yeah, you're right, Jack. Braden Palazzo's made some really good throws today, and they're going to need him to make a couple more big ones here.
Yeah, they need him to show up here. This is what it all comes down to, the whole game.
The game is getting exciting. 15 seconds to go from the 13. Eagles need 6 and the PAT to tie this contest up at 14. 15 seconds left on the clock.
How awesome would it be if they go and they get this, but they go for 2?
The running back on this play is Demetrius Smith. The injured Lion is still having trouble getting off the field as Nichols Harbor is laboring towards the sideline. Hope he's okay, as you never want to see an injury, especially in high school. Hopefully Harbor can recover quickly. And the defensive substitution here from the Lions. It is 2nd down and goal from the 13. Palazzo is going to throw. Left side, had a man, but it's incomplete. There is a flag.
There's a flag. I think that's offensive.
And it's pass interference against the Eagles. This will back them up.
Wow. That's not good. That took time off the clock, and it backs them up.
That's a 10-yard penalty, isn't it, Jack?
Yeah, it is. Oof.
So this will back up to the 23. This makes it significantly more difficult to get into the end zone. Just really an ill-advised push-off there from McDonough.
He didn't need to do it.
You could see the extension of the defender fell. Throw was going to sail high anyway, but regardless of the fact it's a 10-yard penalty.
This also puts more strain on the offensive line, needing to hold up for a longer time to make sure those deep routes develop into the end zone.
Seems to be some confusion about the penalty here. We'll see if they accept it or decline it.
I can't imagine them declining it.
And they will take the yard, so it will be 10 yards on the offensive pass interference. Here we go. The Eagles need 6.
I think they got 2 more plays.
From the 24 after the 10-yard penalty. It is 2nd and goal.
Into the end zone. Come on. Come on.
Palazzo to throw. Gonna throw to Sanchez. He's gonna be tackled inbounds. The Eagles will call a quick timeout. They'll have one more shot to the end zone from the 15-yard line. What a catch by Santino Sanchez. Jumping up, leaping into the air to make the grab.
And he landed on his feet. He landed on his feet, was continuing to run too. And great awareness by him when he got up.
To go down and allow the timeout. Yeah, exactly.
Timeout. He went up, he made the T signal with his hands to get the timeout. You gotta love a smart player, especially like Sanchez.
So the game comes down to one play. How about this? It will be 3rd down and goal from the 15-yard line. The only option for the Eagles, touchdown. That's it. Nothing else will win the game or will tie the game.
Well, we said earlier that the game comes down on this drive right here. It really does. On this play right here, they have to score. They don't score, they don't go home with the dub.
The offense comes back out. From the 15, 4 seconds. This will be the last play of regulation. 4 receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Lions rush 5. Palazzo, left side, looking for Sanchez, incomplete. There was contact and no flags, and the Lions hang on and win it on a last-minute play at John McDonough Stadium, a heartbreaker for the Eagles, and the comeback falls just short.
Yeah, well, they called up their big play, man, Santino Sanchez. They had both of them to the wide, him and McDonough. So
he was
looking
looking
to put the ball into the hands of their playmakers. Didn't work out in the end.
He was looking for Santino Sanchez. Very good coverage by the defense, and that is it. The Lions get the win, a heartbreaker for the Eagles. And that is all from us tonight at John McDonough Stadium. Thank you so much for tuning in. From Jackson Smith, Colin King, Jack Hirschfield in the booth, thank you guys so much for watching. Have an excellent Friday night and the rest of your weekend. We bid you adieu. Good night.